I get asked this question now and again. Every editor has a different path into this position, freelance or eventually on staff at a trailer house. I went back to school, a television school in upstate New York that also had Avid editing courses, both basic and advanced. While I was there, my instructor, who learned that I was a huge movie fan, told me about an independent film group that met once a month at a local Borders bookstore. Remember those? Anyone? This was in the late 90s, by the way. I started attending those meetings right away, made some great contacts, including 2 filmmakers who had just maxed out their credit cards to shoot a 35mm film out of New York City entitled Advising Michael. No-name cast, romantic drama. I offered to cut a trailer for the movie on spec, meaning for free. They agreed and were very happy with the results. That eventually caught the eye of an indie film studio in Rutland, Vermont, who contacted me about coming in for an interview. I got the job, ended up cutting 4 35mm features with B-list actors like Morgan Fairchild, Michael Pare, and even Bruce Campbell and Sean Astin right before he started shooting Lord of the Rings. I convinced the heads of the studio to let me cut a trailer for one of the films. They loved what I did, and so I ended up cutting a trailer for each feature I worked on after I was done as the film's editor. After that, with a now much larger resume in hand, I traveled to New York City and worked with Showtime and HBO. I also started reaching out to 1 or 2 trailer houses in LA because at that point I knew if I had gotten this far in my career, I wanted to go all the way. Now, a producer I was working with at HBO overheard me talking about Los Angeles, saying she used to work with a lot of trailer houses out here and would be happy to refer me. So she basically became sort of my own personal career savior in a way, which I'm eternally grateful for. So in November 2002, I flew out to LA for 9 days and went to what ended up being 10 of the original 12 interviews. Of course, they all knew the producer from New York who had referred me and got me in those doors. 8 months later, I officially moved out here to LA and continued to further my career in the film industry. In time, I was hired as a freelancer at 1 or 2 of those post houses. Eventually, I was hired on staff at another. Now, I hope that answers your question. If anyone else wants to know more about becoming or working as a trailer editor in the film industry, please ask in the comments. I'd be more than happy to pass along what I learned and experiences to potentially work in top-tier trailer houses.